Hey guys, it's Elisa, and today I have a book haul. I know I have not done one really in the month of March, so what this is actually going to be is all the books that I bought in the month of March is what I'm going to go ahead and show you, and I counted about 18 of them. I could be wrong. Since it's so many books on here, I decided just to go ahead and show you what they are just because it's so many books and I really don't want to break it up into two videos just because I know that you guys haven't seen a book haul from me lately, and I do actually have more books that I purchased when I went on my vacation. Sorry, I did go ahead and buy a lot of books in Austin that I want to go ahead and show you, and I have already started receiving a lot of pre-orders that I had from Amazon. Some of them were for books that came out like at the end of March, but they waited to go ahead and send them with some other books, which is fine. So I know I received a box yesterday. I should be receiving another one on Monday the 10th. No. Yeah, I think April 10th, which is Monday. Could be wrong. I apologize if I am. But I'll have another box that I'm getting. So I'm going to do all of that together. And that is a lot of books. I think I spent a pretty penny. I spent a lot of money on books alone in Austin. So I'm going to go ahead and wait to go ahead and show you those books. So let me just go ahead and get right to it here. So the first book I bought was Death, Doom, and Detention by Darian Jones. Darnada Jones? I'm sorry, bad with names. The next book that I went in and purchased was Thirst, the Shadow of Dead by Christopher Pike. This is the fourth book in the series. It is about vampires. I have read the first and second Omni Boost of this series. The next book I got was Dragonswood by Jeanette Lee Carey. This one is a fantasy book. So this one, I like the synopsis in the back of it. That is why I picked it up. I was going to read it right away just because I am a sucker for fantasy. This one's about like dragons and a kingdom and the princess. And plus the part is like an epic romance, and I love epic romances. The only reason that I didn't read this is because there's actually another book that takes place in the same world that is before this book, which seems to give you more information, so I wanted to go ahead and find that one first before I read Dragonswood. Yes. So, yes. The next book I bought is the last book in the 100 Oak series. I know I have showed you guys Catching Jordan and Stealing Parker, if I'm not mistaken. This is Things I Cannot Forget. It is part of the same world. This one takes place at a summer camp. They're counselors, something like that. The next book I got was Salvation by Anne Osterland. This book, I picked it up just because I like the back of the synopsis. The book is about basically the popular boy and the quiet girl kind of getting together. This contemporary, and this is one of the books that I bought when I was at Barnes & Noble. The next book I got was When the Stars Go Blue by Ferrer. Sorry, Caridad Ferrer. What made me go ahead and buy it was it's been on my to be read list for a while, a couple of years. What I liked was one of the little blurbs by by another author, which basically says, with the grace of a ballerina and the fury moves of a salsa dancer, When the Stars Go Blue jetties into the reader's heart in a story as romantic, funny, dramatic, and moving as the best of So You Think You Can Dance. And I really like So You Think You Can Dance show. The next book I went ahead and got was Something Borrowed by Emily Giffin. Since I do have Something Blue, this is the first book in that series, so that's why I went in and picked it up, and it was like super cheap on Hastings, so yeah. The next book I got is Guardian of the Gate. This is book 2 in the Prophecy of the Sister trilogy by Michelle Zink. The next book that I went and got was Animal Instincts by Jenna Showalter. She is one of my favorite adult writers. I love her Lord of the Underworld series. The next book that I went ahead and got is an Omni Boost by Karen Miller. It is the Kingmaker and Kingbreaker series, or duology, I should say. This book is really massive. It is a fantasy book. I have the spin-off of it called the Fisherman's Kids, or the Fisherman Kid, or something like that. I will put it somewhere here to tell you the name of the series, but I had purchased those books. One I got for $1, and the other one I got for like $3, and they're in hardback, and I always wanted to go ahead and get the Kingbreaker series, just so that I can know the story before the other ones, because I know there's characters in here that are parents to the characters in that other series, so that is the reason why I went ahead and picked it up. I got this one actually for like $4 to have 2 books, which are called The Innocent Mage and The Awakened Mage. Mage, something like that. So yeah, I went ahead and got this one. It's, like I said, it's fantasy, kingdoms, fisherman, magic, something like that. So yeah. The next book that I went ahead and purchased was by Creasy Cole. This is called Shadow's Claim. This is a spin-off from her Immortals After Dark series. The next book I purchased is called Flashback by Rob Thurman. This is the 6th book in the Cal Leandros novel. Caliban, or Cal, is half human and half Offie, which is like this evil elf with like razor sharp like nail teeth or whatever, and this is actually book 8 now that I realize it. The next book that I went ahead and got was the Delirium Stories, which includes Hannah, Annabelle, and Raven. The book that I went ahead and got was Requiem by Lauren Oliver, just like the Delirium Stories is by Lauren Oliver. I have not read book 2 and 3 just because it took a while for me to go ahead and get book 2, and by the time I did obtain it, it was almost time for this one, so might as well just wait so that I can read them back to back. Next book that I went ahead and got was Clockwork Princess, which is the final book in the Infernal Devices series by Cassandra Clare. And I was super excited for this book because I like the cover, I like the collector's edition, and I totally forgot why it was collector's edition. And I was trying to look and trying to figure out, and what I went ahead and found, if you guys have not got the collector's edition, is that it has this little map, not a map, family tree. It has a family tree of a lot of shadow hunters on here. So yeah, I thought this was really cool. I forgot what the special edition it was, but you know, it has like, for instance, like Lynette Owens and Edmund Herondale, and then they had like Ella Herondale and William Herondale, which we all know is Will. And it kind of goes from there. And I should have not looked at this because it kind of gave some things away that I did not want to know. But yes, really enjoyed this special edition. I do love that. So it kind of tells everybody. And this book is big. Did not think it was going to be that big, but what did I expect from Cassandra Clare? She always gives us big books, especially when it's the ending. So I do appreciate that. Oh, side note, just because I couldn't decide and I wanted to know your guys' opinion, I was not expecting this little sticker to be here. Not that I'm not excited for the City of Bones being made into a movie, I am, but I really, really love this cover when I first got to see the sneak peek of it, or not the sneak peek, but when they posted it before the book was going to come out, what the cover was going to look like, and I was like, yes, they're going to match, and I love, it's such a beautiful cover. What I wanted to know is, would you guys remove the sticker, or would you leave it there? I don't know which one to go with, so I would really appreciate if you guys gave me your opinion if I should leave the sticker on there, or if I should go ahead and remove the sticker. I would really appreciate it because I can't decide what to do, whether to remove it or not. So please let me know. I would love the help to decide. So 3 more books and we're done with this book haul. The next book that I went ahead and got was by J.R. Ward. This is the Black Dagger Brotherhood Insider's Guide, and of course, you guys know how much I love the Black Dagger Brotherhood. I had to go ahead and get it. It has little short stories. It also has the novella that takes place between book 6 and 7. Yeah, 6.5, 6.5, which is called Father Mine, which is about Z, which is my favorite brother, which is from book 3. So I love that little story, a little insight of what's going on in his head after everything that happened in his story. And the next book I went ahead and got was Lover Eternal by J.R. Ward. This is the second book in the Black Dagger Brotherhood. This is a vampire book as well. There are some things about Rage that I enjoy. There's a secret about him in this book, and I do really like his leading lady, Mary, and a lot of the things that she had to go through and the things that she was still going through. She's such a strong character. Loved it. Loved this book. And the last book that I got in the month of March is Lover at Last by J.R. Ward. This is book 11 that follows Quinn's story. And I have been waiting a year and like a month for this book. Super excited for it. I have been reading Lover Reborn, which is book 10. I reread it. What? I reread it. Well, more like I listened to it in the audiobook just so that I can refresh my memory to remember some of the things that are happening with a lot of the side characters or that were in the background of that book that are going to be big players in this book. I just know it. This book is like 600 pages and I'm so happy for it, and I love the cover, and I was not expecting it to be like this, like the smoothness of it. If you guys have you read or seen Fallen by Lauren Kate, how it's that velvety kind of feeling, like this book is the same way. And normally her books are just like this, just kind of like hard kind of cover, kind of shiny, plasticky feeling, maybe. It's paper, but it feels kind of plasticky to me. But yeah, so this one follows Quinn, and of course, I've already actually started reading this book. I'm only like on page 50, and I started it today, which today is April the 4th, 3rd. Well, it's already like midnight, so it's the 4th, but I actually start this on the 3rd. So I can't wait to go ahead and read it. And this is such a lot of books. Wait, what? Anyway, so yeah, I hope you guys like my book haul. It was quite a few books. I think it was still 18. I'll go back and count it and put it somewhere here to go ahead and let you know how many books it was. I will go ahead and in the description bar put all the links for Goodreads of these books so that you can read the synopsis or add it to your to be read pile if you are interested in any of them, so that you can do that. If you have any questions about any of these books or any of these series that I showed you, feel free and ask. Let me know if there's something that you guys want me to read extra in the month of April for you guys, or in the near future, anything that you want to know about. I'll jump it ahead just for you guys. So yeah, you guys have a great day. I hope you like the book haul. I'll talk to you soon. I will be having a second book haul for the books that I bought in Austin and some of the pre-orders that I'm getting from Amazon. So yeah, you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye.